Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. UFC 324 just finished, and it was quite fun, especially the main card. We had the KO from Waldo Cortes Acosta against Derek Lewis. Rose versus Natalia Silva was there, and then we had the two main fights with Sean O'Malley and Justin Gaethje. Quite sad that Arnold Allen couldn't get the win, but it is how it goes sometimes with UFC and MMA. But in this video, we are just going to be talking about the two fights that I previously broke down, and a lot of things that I broke down came to fruition. First, with Sean O'Malley versus Yadong, very close fight, the first 2 rounds at least, and then Sean O'Malley started pulling away on the third round. The front teep to the body for Sean O'Malley was money, and he also found the knee up the middle, like how I said the opening was there in my breakdown. Song Yadong ducks a lot, and there is a huge gap in the middle, which can be taken advantage of, and Sean O'Malley did in the third round. Or was it in the second round? I think it was in the third round. Lots of was going well to the body shot, to the body, but Yadong didn't really throw as many wild left hooks as much as I thought. He did a lot more of it against Petrian and Cody Sandhagen, but this was probably a calculated move from him to not overswing and leave openings for Sean O'Malley. And it also looked like Sean O'Malley was quite anxious to find his shots in the first 2 rounds. He was letting go when he could have tried to land shots, in my opinion, the first 2 rounds. And then on the third round, I think he realized the urgency, and then he started putting more shots on Song Yadong. The left hand from southpaw was also landing a lot, which was quite interesting, and I don't really remember seeing many people doing that. Song Yadong also landed a bunch of good shots. He took him down a couple of times, but couldn't really hold him down, which I thought is gonna be the likely case. But I thought he would try to get Sean to the cage more, and then try to do his elbow that he does against the cage. But Sean O'Malley was able to just get out from the bottom when he got taken down. And then on the third round, he just kept his distance well, and Song Yadong couldn't really get under him. Other than that, Song Yadong also landed so many good leg kicks. I thought Sean O'Malley might be doing a lot of this too, but he didn't really go for it. He was looking more for the teeps, and he didn't really try as many leg kicks as I would have thought. Sean O'Malley was also looking for the Aljo KO sequence, but Song's the front teep to the body and then the pull counter. But Song seemed quite aware of what was happening and didn't really engage him and rush into something that might hurt him. But yeah, quite an interesting fight, very close fight. I think I wasn't really scoring the fight, but I thought Song was the one that was probably leading the first 2 rounds. But it was close, so maybe it was not the case. But yeah, moving on to Justin Gaethje versus Paddy Pimblett. Going into this fight, if Justin Gaethje didn't have staph infection, I would have went into this fight with the same mindset that I did when I saw when I was watching Dustin Poirier versus Benoit Saint Denis, because everyone was saying this is a complete nightmare matchup for Dustin. This is easy for him. He's washed. He's old. I thought I was seeing the same feelings from the MMA community for this fight, even though I was really on Justin Gaethje's side until he came with staph infection. I thought the staph is gonna be too much. I thought Paddy Pimblett is gonna get hurt, but then he's gonna come the third or second or third round, find him, find a good shot on Justin Gaethje or take him down from a leg kick. But he couldn't really take down Justin, even with staph infection and antibiotics going on. It seems like, and the staph. I don't care what Justin Gaethje says or said. That staph was kicking his ass worse than Max Holloway did. By the third round, he was completely done, in my opinion. I have no idea how he went through the 5 rounds, and he was still dropping Paddy Pimblett. Uh, it was quite a weird fight, in my opinion. Because as soon as the fight started, I feel the energy leave the octagon. Like they were both just standing in the middle, wasn't really moving much, and then Gaethje slowly walked forward, pressed him against the cage, and then just dropped him multiple times. I thought I was seeing everything in slow motion. There was no energy, there was no panic. It just like it was happening, and that was it. But yeah, Justin hurt him almost every round, twice in some rounds, and as I said, by the third round, the staff was done with his ass. He couldn't. It was very visible that he was tired and he couldn't really like focus anymore, and he was getting affected by punches that was landing on his shoulders. Paddy, I felt, uh, probably thought this was gonna be a easy fight. I don't know. Maybe a lot of people convinced them that he's gonna just run through Gaethje, and he just came into this fight thinking that he can just piece him up on the feet. Did not try takedowns till the fifth round, when the realization set in that he's losing the fight and he's probably gonna lose the belt. He also clearly took inspiration from the Holloway fight. I know Paddy throws uppercuts, but this was clearly, in my opinion, something that he took inspiration from Max Holloway. The uppercut when Justin Gaethje was ducking to the side. He was throwing these long rear end uppercuts. Um, that not rear end, the long rear uppercuts. Um, that was catching Gaethje a bunch of times, and Gaethje didn't really. It felt like he just went reckless into this fight. He was just like, you can hit me with anything, and I think I'm gonna be here anyway. And I guess he was right. He was there till the end. Nothing really happened or damaged him too much. Another good thing from Paddy, which I think is probably his best weapon on the feet, is his kicking game. I think he's quite good with it. But you can't really kick when you're getting pressured, can you? Gaethje, whenever he pressed, Paddy didn't have anything for him. He's, it was just getting punched on anytime Gaethje just started going forward. We also saw Gaethje wrestling in this fight. It was just like a lot of weird things happening, man. He was just doing the tie snaps. He was putting him in a cradle. I have no idea why this game plan even came. Why he was trying this with staff. I would assume that it's gonna gas him even easier, a lot easier now with wrestling. But yeah, very low level fight, but only because Gaethje was clearly struggling with the staff. It was also funny to hear the commentary team saying, this is the greatest fight. It's such a great fight. We should thank UFC for putting this amazing fight for the belt." No, it was such a low level fight. Gaethje would have run through him if he was healthy. But yeah, seems like Paddy is the worst prospect of his time among Ilia Topuria, Dricus du Plessis, O'Malley. Seems like his run through the senior centrum was halted by another senior. Multiple eye pokes in the fight from Gaethje. Um, at least, actually, I actually think there was only one illegal eye poke. The other one was the thumb um, when Gaethje was throwing a punch. But Paddy landed a couple of ground shots of his own, and let's just call it even. But yeah, this fight showed me that Prime Gaethje would have just absolutely killed him. There was nothing Paddy can do to Gaethje. But Paddy showed a lot of heart, a lot of toughness. But unfortunately, this isn't a medical black market. Heart is not enough. You need more than that. You need to show skills. You need to have defense. You can't have your chin up high and then just get punched by Gaethje. It's gonna hurt you. With this next, we have Ilia Topuria versus Justin Gaethje. Um, I think people are writing down Justin Gaethje already, but I think he posed quite a few challenges against Ilia Topuria, which is going to be interesting to see how Ilia deals with it. But this was also not the fight from which to judge Justin Gaethje upon. This was just a fight from a guy who didn't really have the skills to with another guy who was out of it from staph infection. But I'm really happy Justin Gaethje got his championship, and as a huge Justin Gaethje fan, can't be more happier. Which is what I would say, but at the moment I'm really sick, so I don't really have the energy to feel that happy. But yeah, that's it from me. Like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments how you think Ilia Topuria versus Justin Gaethje will go, and I will see you guys in another video.